That is a very nice and shiny hiney. Hello, do you see me? Because I see you. I like it. That was kind of funny. Apparently they're having some issues with their DEF system here at the gas station. We're in Salina, Kansas right now, and well, it's 58 degrees and beautiful, but they're having some DEF issues. The guy come over, and about the time he's asking me, hey, are you gonna get DEF? He looks down and he sees me dumping transmission fluid into my fuel tanks. He goes, nope, you're not gonna get DEF. You're old. I'm like, yes sir. I go, are you calling the truck old, or are you calling me old? And he just started laughing. That reefer is refusing to shut off. It's kind of strange. It takes it all the way down to, I think, 14 degrees before it'll kick on. Negative 14 degrees before it'll kick on. And then it has to run for an hour just to get up to down to negative 20 degrees. Usually the trailers only gotta get down a couple degrees and then they're kick on. I mean, realistically, it's kind of nice because it wasn't kicking on and off all night, but I felt sorry for that big Peterbilt sitting beside me, man, because it was, I think it only got down to like 37 degrees. Idled the truck for maybe an hour or two just to get through that one little cold streak right in the morning, but other than that, the truck shut off, and I just sat there and enjoyed a reefer humming in the background. Well, either we showed up right on time or we showed up too late. One or the other. You're never supposed to get fuel when there's a fuel tank dropping fuel into the tanks, but yet you don't want to get fuel if they're at the bottom of the tanks. But you really don't want to get fuel when they're putting fuel in, because that means they're just stirring all that dirt and grime up that's sitting at the bottom of the tanks. Anyway, one of the nicest fuel tank drivers I've ever met. One of my subscribers is a fuel tank driver, and they're probably the nicest. They asked if I would have any troubles backing out, for they could pull in and start filling. I said, not a problem at all. So we better put our reverse blinkers on. I have forward blinkers, reverse blinkers, and unscrewed blinkers. Some call them flashers, but that's what those are. I got my reverse flashers on now. You guys got to know there's no difference, right? I don't have to explain that. I'm pretty sure you know that. The truck's doing its own thing. It's got this reverse thing down pat. There's a minivan sitting over here though that I feel I'm going to make very upset when I go to pull out. Minivan, minivan, oh minivan, oh minivan. Can you please move your minivan? You're not waiting for anything. You literally just parked right in the middle. Okay. Well, you're gonna think my trailer's gonna hit you, young lady, but my trailer's not going to hit you. I promise. I will keep it from hitting you. But I gotta make it go close enough to give you a little spook too. There we go. Oh, they moved. They went in reverse. The trailer wouldn't have hit you, I swear to it. I would have kept it from hitting you. 74 degrees, and we're not even to Oklahoma City yet. And by the way, that's where we're heading. If you missed our last video, we were en route for Oklahoma City with 40, I think it was around 42,000 pounds of ice cream. Very, very good ice cream. Caramel ice cream. I don't know if I've ever had caramel ice cream. Right now we're just pulled off on the shoulder here right before we get into I think it's South Haven, Kansas. South Haven, Kansas. Then we're crossing to Oklahoma, and we're just here just stretching our legs, walking around a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video, but when it gets warm out like this is when I really miss my German. So we get home, we're gonna see, never mind. Back home it's still 40 degrees, not even 45 degrees maybe, I think they were talking. I mean, I love my family, I do. I miss my family when I'm gone, but I can handle 70 degrees for the next couple weeks. Does anyone else notice it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're missing a bar right there. It's been gone for a little bit. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed it at all. We have, well, when it warms up back home, let's just say you guys are going to be very happy with that whole assembly right there. Oh yeah, and by the way, I am taking my lights off. One light came off when the mirror bracket broke, and well, I just need to, hold on, a little bit quieter in here. That bracket right there broke. We have a new bracket sitting at Kenworth in Sioux City, but every time I'm there, they're closed. And I was home for a few days during that cold streak, and basically I didn't leave the house whatsoever. So that was my bad. We could have that fixed right there and no black tape. But I think today I'm gonna make one more stop. We're not gonna do it right here. We're just intersection right there. We're just stretching our legs. But I am going to take the other light off of the other side. I truly haven't used those lights since we put the LED lights in the truck. I do have a use for those lights, I think, back home on a few other little projects I'm doing. So the truck will look a little different without my obsession with Australian truck lights on them. But I think it's time for them to come off. 75 degrees out, we have another issue. I'm gonna get kind of warm. All of my socks that I have are big wool insulated socks because I don't like to be cold. Oops, kind of forgot it was gonna warm up as we headed south. Just didn't expect it to warm up this much. I was actually wearing insulated underwear all the way up till last night. Oh, soak it in, boys and girls. I had absolutely no reason to walk around. You know what? Here. Last time you guys seen any of these trucks over here, Opie was with us. That was a while ago. I had no reason to walk around the truck back there. I just kind of felt like walking around it. Wilkins Chrome Shop. That's where we're at right now. It's like Tatankawa or Tatanka or something like that, Oklahoma, just off of Interstate 35. One thing I truly love about Kenworth's W900 is they haven't changed a whole lot through the years. Not a whole lot at all. Antique history. Do I want to go back to when these trucks were used on the highways? No, no. I have a 1999 Kenworth W900 L model, and it is 25 years old. And before that, I drove a 1986 Freightliner FLC 120 with a setback steer axle. That truck we put a lot of miles on. A lot. That truck has seen way more states than first class ever seen. Go figure, I get a bigger sleeper and I get closer to home. Not the brightest, huh? But I don't think I want to go back to when these trucks were on the road every day. Had to be cold, had to be hot. Man, you had to feel every single bump in the road. You guys really can't see it, but that is a flat dash. That would be awesome. They have added on to this place immensely since the last time I was in here. So I sat there and I went through all these all these music things that I could actually put into the video to try to make this portion of the video look pretty cool. Unfortunately, I've gone musicless, no music in my videos for so long that I really just don't like any of them out there. The reason you're hearing my voice instead of hearing some really cool music in the background is their speakers were right over these trucks, and it would be all completely copyrighted, and that is why. That is a beautiful Kenworth right there, the inside of it. Man, could you imagine living in that thing? Even a cool spot with your cooler. That would be awesome to be in this thing. Then this little golf cart thing right here. It's not a golf cart, but it's a little buggy. And then, but that right there, epic. Epic. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm saying awesome a lot. These next two trucks coming up, though, when we get done looking at this, they are what they call gliders. And apparently, if I understand this correctly, they actually found those in a barn somewhere, in a shed somewhere. Isn't that awesome? I don't know if that is, well, I quite frankly don't know if it's original or not. Look who walked out with a bag. This is like a milestone on this channel, right? I walked out of here with a bag from the chrome shop. That's insane. I bought my dash here. Well, all the chrome on my dash, I bought it here. It's getting wore down a little bit. I need to refresh and buy some new dash components, but I didn't. I just bought a couple vents, some chrome polish. Yeah, Kurt bought polish. What the heck's up with that? And then I bought a new wallet. Don't get too terribly excited. I bought some chrome polish. It's just chrome polish. My front bumper, she's got little specks of rust all over it just from wear and tear, then the salt that's been so horrible here this year. I've been so used to my old leather one. It's big, it's bulky, I know. It's actually not that big. I wouldn't call that a big wallet. I bought one of these. I'm not a front pocket kind of guy, but I'm willing to give it a try. I'm not going to get rid of my leather one, but I am going to use this as more of a grab and go kind of wallet. I will never ever understand why places want you to have your flashers on while on property, while moving. Nothing's more of a distraction than bright yellow lights blinking all over the place. We've made it here. We're at our warehouse. It is a grocery warehouse, so the fastest I've ever gotten out of here was 2.5 hours. That was on a really good day. I strongly don't think we're going to be out of here anytime soon. I'm just lucky I have quiet flashers. I can actually hear the flasher ticking behind the dash. It says tick, tick. These new trucks out here, I think you guys have to like blank, 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 blank. It's really loud. I watch other YouTubers that have new trucks and like they're hit their blinker and it just deafens out everything around them. 2.5 hours. Keep our fingers crossed. They're in a hurry tonight, right? They're gonna do it. They're gonna conquer it. Nope, I couldn't even take the tick, tick, tick. They're just gonna have to throw me in jail, I guess. Lord have mercy. All of those trucks are waiting to back into doors. If any of you have ever wondered how your food gets to your house, well, it comes from places like this building right here. You have to, well, I'm going to bring it in a huge assortment of stuff, not ready to go to you yet. They're going to come out, once I get to the door, they'll come out, take my paperwork, The lumpers. Well, lumpers are people who unload my trailer that I'm going to have to pay money to unload my trailer. Once I get unloaded, they will come out, take my money, then give me my other paperwork. It'll go into this building. Once it gets into this building, they will divide it up to where it needs to go, and it will go into, I'm assuming, trucks that will go to like your grocery store and such. This is the kind of stuff where it gets you your food. Most of the stuff you guys have been seeing me do here the past year has been dog food. I feed your dogs. Well, right now, I'm gonna feed you. Well, we're not doing too bad. They just told us to, they just called and told us to go ahead and open the doors. And it's only been an hour. We're gonna hold to that hour and a half thing, right? We can do it. That's a shiny hiney. Hi guys, how are you? You look so pretty. Not me, you. Come on, set that there. Let's see some ice cream, you ready? Ready for the fog? Not much fog. When it gets really hot out here, you guys will love it. When it's negative 12, 20 out, it'll just, the steam will. Looks shiny, doesn't it? That looks really shiny. Looks dirty, really dirty, but it's scratched up. Well, here, let me just set them side by side. See? That's why I buy the new ones. Nice and shiny. And even if I was to take this out and clean it all up, it's scratched. Trust me, there's a lot of scratches there, and these are cheap. This is probably one of the cheapest things you buy for chrome for the truck. There we go. Look at that. It's shiny. Alright, so let's break it down. We've been here 6 hours. We started with 20 pallets in the trailer. When I say break it down, I want to tell you guys about the whole lumper thing, because it's been a while since we've had a lumper load. So there's new subscribers and more people that are going to ask questions. Lumpers are a separate outfit than the outfit that we actually go to. They're not employed by them. They are an outside outfit, is what the outfit will tell you. Either way, it's a fee that is charged to the truck driver, but the truck driver in turn gets paid by the shipper. It's incredibly stupid, but there is a logic behind it. I'm not 100% sure what that logic is, but basically I paid them to unload my trailer, and then they took 20 pallets and turned it into 67 pallets going around to different places. Total cost $430. Oklahoma, you are getting expensive. The last time we were down here, it was like 250 bucks. Now it's $430. Whew. But that's just a dumbed down version of a lumper. Before you ask in the comment section of what one is, I don't know the exact terminology behind everything that they do. I just know that it's not money that's going to stay out of my pocket. It goes right back into my pocket, but it's just the way it is at some places. Either way, 6 hours. Was it 6 or was it 5? 6 hours. 6 hours. That's all I got for you today. You guys stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.